Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Monday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm John Mangello.
And I'm Heather Casey. Today is February 21st, and this is your news, sports, and weather all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top news stories. 10 News starts now.
Protesters aren't the only ones voicing opposition to Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Gaddafi's own deputy ambassador to the United Nations is slamming him for violence in the country. Reports have surfaced that the Libyan military was firing on protesters, but Gaddafi's son denies demonstrators as being targeted. He said, quote, "I want to have some rest," he said embattled as he told a bunch of reporters in front of what Libyan television said was his house as he pulled out an umbrella in the rain. He said, quote, "Because I was talking to the young man at Green Square and I want to stay the night with them. But then it started raining. I want to show them that I'm in Tripoli, not in Venezuela. Don't believe those dogs in the media."
A 6.3 magnitude earthquake has hit New Zealand tonight in Christchurch. The battle rattled the region just before 1 p.m., which is Tuesday in New Zealand time. A 5.6 magnitude aftershock struck about 15 minutes later. Christchurch Mayor Bob Parker told Radio New Zealand that he has heard unconfirmed reports of serious injuries. South New Zealand has been plagued by a series of quakes since September when a 7.1 magnitude trembler hit the region. No tsunami warnings have been reported. And now, meteorologist Pat Calvin will give us a look outside at our current weather conditions. Pat?
All right, and good evening, Oswego. I'm meteorologist Patrick Calvin. Out here on a pretty cold evening here in Oswego. Right now, our temperature is about 10 degrees, and our winds are pretty light. They're out of the north at about 5 miles an hour, but that's enough to give us a wind chill of about 2 degrees. As you might be able to see, I don't know if you can see or not in the light, it's very, very fine snow crystals falling from the sky. Nothing really too much, and as we head through the evening, as you take a look at that radar image, you can see a large swath of snow right to our south, and that's associated with a pretty large low-pressure system that's moving in from the Ohio Valley towards the East Coast. Fortunately, though, that will not be affecting us. We'll stay pretty high and dry here in Oswego, and as we go into the latter part, in the middle of the week, skies start to clear up, and our temperatures will even moderate as we head towards Thursday. High temperature of 40 degrees. Is that going to stick around? Stay tuned. We'll have your full forecast coming up later in the newscast. But right now, we're going to send it back inside.
The TA U.S. Navy warship and helicopters are traveling a boat believed to be the one that was hijacked by Somali pirates over the weekend. A senior military source with knowledge of the operation told CNN. 4 Americans were manning the boat. Pirates boarded the American yacht off the coast of Oman last Friday, 3 days after the boat's owners split off from the relative safety of a sailing group traversing a dangerous section of the Indian Ocean. According to the group, the Blue Walter Raleigh, owners Jean and Scott Adam and 2 others, Phyllis Mackay and Bob Riggle, were aboard the yacht, the SV Quest. U.S. officials have made no further comment on the situation since Rear Admiral Charles Gowett, Deputy Commander of the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet, said Saturday that the government is evaluating the options. Pastor praised for captured couple Somali pirates. Five bodies were found in a Moroccan bank that burned down during protests on Sunday. The bank was located in the town of Al Hoceima in northern Morocco. The acts of vandalism followed peaceful protests in 6 cities on Sunday. About 37,000 people were said to have participated in the protests nationwide. The protesters, who include labor unions, youth organizations, and human rights groups, are calling for political reform. Police did not get involved in the marches and demonstrations, as they were mostly peaceful. However, vandalism did break out in a handful of cities afterward. The troublemakers included ex-convicts who destroyed 24 banks, 50 shops and private buildings, and 66 vehicles. Police broke up the vandals and made arrests. About 120 people are awaiting trial. Minors were returned to their parents. Over 100 people were injured, including 115 security force members.
53 people were killed in a 72-hour span in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, making it one of the deadliest three-day periods in recent memory. According to the State Attorney General's office spokesman, Arturo Sandoval, among the dead were 4 police officers from 3 different agencies. "This is the worst violence we've seen this year," he said. The bloodshed started on Thursday with 14 people killed. Friday was the most violent day, leaving 20 people dead. On Saturday, a highway police officer was killed by a driver who confronted the patrolman after the officer gave him a ticket. The officer was shot 10 times at close range in the middle of the afternoon. In all, 19 people were killed that day in separate shootings throughout the city. Suspected drug traffickers are believed to be behind the violence, setting cars ablaze and destroying the street lights and security cameras. Among the casualties, a human head was discovered on a street and another body was found near a charred vehicle. The security office said 4 people were arrested in connection with the killings, and an investigation is ongoing. Juarez is one of Mexico's deadliest cities and an epicenter of drug cartel violence. The Juarez cartel and the Sinaloa cartel are fighting a bloody turf war in the region for lucrative smuggling routes and for drug dealing territory in the city. The sudden spike in violence left the city morgue overwhelmed. There were issues with where to store the bodies. In the first 40 days of 2011, Juarez is averaging 8 homicides per day, Sandoval said. Also in February, at least 24 women have been killed in 20 days. And now we'll take a look at what's new in sports this week with Calvin Brown.
Thank you, Heather. Good evening, Oswego. My name is Calvin Brown, and welcome to your Monday Night Sports Report. In the NBA this past weekend, the All-Star game came together to throw it down in the home court of the Los Angeles Lakers. The West and the East were determined to prove to the world which conference is better, and in the end, the West came out on top with a score of 148 to 143. Kobe Bryant, the MVP of the game, finished with 37 points and had this to say, quote, "I feel like we have a sense of responsibility, and we are voted in for what we do during the season, which is play hard. They want us to see us go at it and see us compete, and that is what I try to do, and that's what I try to tell my teammates to do," close quote. Coming up later, I'll tell you how the Oswego men's basketball team finished strong in the regular season, the sad news for Colts fans, and a woman setting an MLB milestone. All of this after the break. But for now, I'll send it back over to Des for more news.
Earlier tonight at Oswego's City Hall, the Oswego Common Council Committee brought up a rather large discussion point, the incumbent mayor's salary. The committee chairman, Ron Capelwitz, was considering lowering Mayor Randy Bateman's salary by a small percentage. Another councilor, Mike Myers, is also in favor, quoted as saying, "It's something we are mulling over." Mayor Bateman, who currently serves his role on a part-time basis, makes an annual salary of $40,000. Any plans to act on this notion will be announced tomorrow morning.
Florida Governor Rick Scott is leading the states of Florida, New York, Rhode Island, and West Virginia in the fight against drugs. The drugs they are working towards monitoring are prescription medications that are being sold illegally on the black market. The deal is working to stop what is referred to as the Flamingo Express. The Flamingo Express is a route that travels up the East Coast, connecting the South to the North in the form of an illegal drug network.
A man was arrested Sunday after breaking into an Oswego home. He was charged with second-degree criminal trespassing and third-degree criminal mischief, both Class E felonies. Derek Lyon, age 25, was arrested after police responded at 4:07 a.m. to a residential burglary alarm. When the police arrived, they found the front door window broken and the assailant, quote, highly intoxicated.
Good evening, Oswego. Again, cold start from our wind chills will be approaching about 15 below zero. So if you're going to take the children out for the bus stop, bundle them up. Beautiful starts to the week, but we could have some snow Friday. And look at this, 26 days of spring. We'll be back after the break. Stay tuned to WTOP 10 at 10.
got my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Brother, sister, so together making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
Rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Vocal Effect, the new show choir that debuted just 2 weeks ago with their sold-out February 10th show, is looking for more members for the spring semester. The choir, which is a singing and dancing group comparable to the hit show Glee, will be holding vocal auditions this Wednesday evening from 4 to 6:30 p.m. in Lanigan Hall, room 101. There's also a later time, if you can't make that one, from 9 to 11 p.m. in the main lounge in Riggs Hall. Students looking for more information regarding the audition process should log on to www.vocaleffect.web.com, which is the official website for the group. That website again is www.vocaleffect.webs.com.
Joshua McEwen, SUNY Oswego's Director of International Education and Programs, was selected to participate in a 2-week trip to India to attend the Fulbright Nehru International Education Administrator Seminar. This will help Oswego give students the option to study abroad in India. McEwen is eager to start this new program in an emerging nation of almost 1.2 billion people. He says, the next generation is where a lot of joint business ventures, joint research, and joint goodwill and understanding will come from. And now Pat will tell us about this week's weather with a full forecast. Pat?
And good evening, Oswego. I am meteorologist Patrick Calvin here with your full forecast. And again, it's a brisk 10 degrees outside tonight. With our wind chill not making it any better, feeling like 2 degrees if you're going outside tonight. Thanks to a wind out of the north, 5 miles an hour, bringing all that cold air down in from Canada. Our dew point is at 3 below, giving us a relative humidity of 55%, and our pressure is holding steady about 30 inches. But hey, the good news, it's all under these nice clear skies. Take a look at our almanac for today. We had, there we go, sorry about that, folks. We had a high temperature of 22 degrees. This occurred at about midnight last night, and throughout the hours of the day, we're at a low temperature right now, 10 degrees. So the temperatures have been falling throughout the day, and needless to say, look at this, well below our average high, 34 degrees, and our average low of 19. And again, needless to say, nowhere near a record high of 61 set back in 1945. Thankfully, though, we're nowhere near this number. -8 set back as our record low back in 1959. We had about 1/100 of an inch precipitation with those snow showers that moved through the area last night. And our sunrise was at 6:56 a.m. and our sunset getting later every day at 5:44. Taking a look at the current New York State temperatures, no surprise here, our warm spot is in the Big Apple, 28 degrees. But look at this. Across the state, single digits to lower teen temperatures. Freezing outside. Albany, our state capital, 13 degrees. Our cold spots, Glen Falls and Watertown, 8. Our rivals up to the north in Plattsburgh, 10 degrees. Here in old Bing-a-ling-a-ding-dong, 9 degrees. And over here in Buffalo, 13 degrees. As we take a look at our enhanced water vapor satellite image, you can see this wide swath of moisture extending all the way from the East Coast back here into the Midwest. This is associated with a pretty potent low pressure system that has been moving across the Ohio River Valley over the last few days. Fortunately, though, this is not going to be giving us any precipitation. And by the way, the brighter colors in this map represent some moisture in the atmosphere. The drier colors represent, the darker colors represent drier air. So as you notice, you have all these bright colors over our area, but as you head back here, we have some darker colors. Now this is indicative of a high pressure system feeding drier air into this. Now what does this mean for us? As we take a look at our surface map, you can see here, sorry about that, folks. You can see here the low pressures that I talked about here that moved across the Ohio River Valley and across Pennsylvania right now. And behind it, this huge area of dry air associated with the high pressure. That's going to be pushing into our area, and that's going to be giving us some pretty nice weather over the next few days. So taking a look at our predictive satellite, our radar here, you can see the storm moving across Pennsylvania as we zoom in a little closer. Nothing really in our area. We might have some flurries, but nothing too big to contend with. And as we take a look at our future cast here, the storm moves down to our south, again not affecting us throughout the evening hours, and really should be out of everyone's hair by tomorrow morning. And look at this, by tomorrow afternoon, nothing. Clouds all go away, and as we head into tomorrow evening, more of the same, maybe some high clouds, not bothering anyway though. As we head into tonight rather, 1 degree, frigid cold, and those breezy winds will make it feel worse, 10 to 15 miles an hour. As we head into tomorrow, we'll be seeing 20 degrees, but again, those morning wind chills are going to make it feel horrible, so definitely bundle those kids up. Sunny skies though, and pretty cold temperatures, and tomorrow night, more of the same, 3 degrees, partly cloudy though, those clouds start to move in a little bit, but as we move into the extended forecast, look at that. Tuesday and Wednesday, both beautiful days. When was the last time you were able to get that kind of a forecast? Gorgeous, gorgeous day on Sunday, 29 degrees. And look at that, as we head into Thursday, temperatures moderate up to around 40 degrees. But the clouds will rejoin us as we go towards a storm system that's possible to move in on Friday. Now Friday we could be seeing some snow. Not really in the much, we're not really thinking that we could be getting too much snow at this point, but more of just that nuisance snow like we got last night. And as we head into the weekend, it could be unsettled on Sunday with some snow showers around.
Can you believe it was 50 degrees on Friday?
I can't. I really wish we still had that here, but you have to deal with the cold for a little bit longer.
Yeah, the snow's ridiculous at this point.
Okay. When we come back, we will have segment, but first, here's your late night menu.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Got a good thing going, I don't wanna see it end. Oh no, no, no.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
Cam's Pizzerita, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
We have Alexandra here reporting about this week's Pass Blood Drive.
I'm Alexandra Levy reporting. Recent severe winter storms have left the Red Cross short of blood. The Red Cross is currently seeing that low numbers of blood are in the lowest in 10 years. The unexpected amount of snow has canceled hundreds of blood drives, leaving pints of blood uncollected. The Red Cross came to Oswego last week to make up for the lost blood. They were here February 15th through the 17th in Hewitt Union collecting the blood. Stephen Fry spoke with Geneva Fortune about the current shortage.
And we didn't receive enough blood. So we are in demand for everyone to come out and donate, and especially the critical types, which is O negative, O positive, A negative, and B negative.
And what is the blood used for?
Emergencies, traumas, elective surgeries, but it all goes to the hospitals.
And who can donate the blood?
Anyone can donate as long as their iron is, as long as they pass our hemoglobin test, providing they haven't had any recent surgeries. They can donate providing they didn't have a recent tattoo, okay? And as long as they're healthy and well.
How's the turnout been today?
Oh, the turnout today was really, really great.
Yeah, how many people would you estimate came out?
Oh, I can't really say. We've been so busy all day, but I'm pretty sure we went over goal.
And how much blood is that?
Well, whatever our goal was today, I'm sure we exceeded it.
All right, and what do you expect for tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm hoping that our day will be like today.
All right, well, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and you have a great day.
Thank you.
Recovery 2011 is in the national appeal during the month of February to recover the units of blood lost due to the unusual weather. So this is terrible because so many people can't give blood because of the weather, and so all these pints are being lost.
It's bad because they have to turn away a lot of people that aren't eligible because of like iron and everything, so it's really important for people to get out and donate.
It is very good though that there's an opportunity on campus to do that though.
Yeah.
I know, I was actually able to donate.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. That's great. I can't. I don't weigh enough.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
A new survey released today claims that the majority of Arab Americans in this country are now rooting for the Democratic Party. The poll, which was conducted by the Arab American Institute, states that Arab Americans plan to vote Democratic in the November midterm elections. Some of those who participated in the survey have stated that the Democrats' views on the economy, foreign policy, and health care helped them make their decision. However, almost all of those surveyed view the Democrats as being more accepting of their culture, pointing multiple times to how on board many Democrats were with the building of the new community center and mosque in New York City. Also, some feel that a small percentage of conservative Republicans are preaching anti-Islamic views.
Bill Richardson, the former governor of New Mexico, was the keynote speaker at last night's caucus dinner. When interviewed after the dinner, he defended Governor Andrew Cuomo's recent budget proposal, which was not well received by other caucus members. Richardson said, quote, "I know we have to balance the budget and we have to rein in spending of state government, but I don't think it's good to demonize state employees, and I don't think it's good to go after teachers and education." He also stated, "I don't like what's happening in Wisconsin. I don't want what's happening in Wisconsin to happen in New Mexico, or New York." And now here are your full sports stories with Calvin.
Good evening. The Oswego men's basketball team finished their regular season on a strong note this past Saturday, beating Geneseo with a score of 54-50. Junior forward Chad Burridge finished with a team-high 17 points, and sophomore forward Hayden Ward finished with a second-best 13 points. With this win, the Lakers go on a 15-game winning streak and improved to a 22-3 overall record. Standing as a top seed in the SUNYAC playoffs, they look to get their first playoff win this season against the number 8 seed Potsdam. The game will be held this Tuesday at 7 p.m. in the Max Zeal Gymnasium. In the NFL, bad news for Colts fan. This past Friday, team owner Jim Irsay released two-time Pro Bowl safety Bob Sanders after becoming the first Colts player to win a Defensive Player of the Year award. Sanders missed the 6 regular season games in 2008 and the first 5 games of 2009 season. During his second game back, Sanders tore his right bicep and missed the rest of the season. With his release, Jim Irsay had this to say, quote, "We thank Bob for all of his incredible contributions, for his Super Bowl interception and his Defensive Player of the Year honor," close quote. And in the MLB, Justine Siegel sets an MLB milestone, becoming the first woman to pitch batting practice in a Major League spring training camp when she pitched today to the Cleveland Indians. Not only did she catch the eyes of all the players, but she also passed the test with flying colors. Manager Manny Actus said, quoted, "She made me look bad. She was pretty impressive. She threw strikes and it was very good," close quote. Justine had previously broken gender barriers in baseball, having coached at the professional and collegiate levels. Siegel, the right-handed pitcher, is scheduled to pitch batting practice against the Oakland A's this Wednesday. That's it for sports, and I'll send it back to the desk for more news.
And when we come back, a story about a baby named Facebook, a step forward for gay rights, and the Daytona 500.
Pizzerita, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
WTOP, brought to you by letter W.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
There's a place, not so far away, a place where you don't have to keep the volume down. You'll find all sorts of creatures in this place without have to. The silly you, the proud you. You may even meet the curious you.
It's tickling me! You!
Ask your parents to take you to this not-so-far-away place. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
Got a good thing going, and I wanna see it end. Oh, no, no, no.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
And here's a dive into the lighter side of news. In Egypt, a new father is so proud of the role Facebook played in his country's revolution, he's named his baby girl after the social network. The Egyptian newspaper Al Aram reports the man is calling his daughter Facebook Jamal Ibrahim. The newspaper says family and friends are happy with the name. Protesters use Facebook to organize and spread the word of their uprising through Facebook and other websites during the revolution of late January and early February.
Last week, Facebook made a change to their website.
Sorry about that. Now we're just going to have to toss it right over to weather.
Well, thank you. All right. Again, taking a look at tomorrow's class day schedule. When you wake up tomorrow, 2 degrees, and those wind chills will be about 10 to 15 below zero. So definitely bundle up when you're going to class at 8 a.m. Temperatures really won't climb too much. We'll top out about 20 degrees. And that'll be around lunchtime. So all day tomorrow, definitely going to want to bundle up. But the good thing is that it's going to be sunny. So that's it.
Well, as long as the sun's coming out.
Yes, exactly.
So you always have to appreciate a sunny day in Oswego.
Yeah, haven't had many of those.
It's still cold though.
Alrighty.
It is cold.
And that will do it for us here at WTOP 10 News Monday Night Edition. For the 10 News team, I'm John Mangello.
I'm Heather Casey.
I'm Calvin Brown.
And I'm Patrick Havlin. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.